A very warm welcome back to Attingham Park for episode 9 with me, Mr. Seeley P. What's happened since I last saw you? Well, it's 1:46 in the afternoon for a start. The harvester isn't here. The harvester is over at field 30. I've taken on a contract. I've taken on a contract for a reason. There were a few harvesting contracts, and I wanted one for wheat or barley so I could get the chickens going and I could feed them. There's always surplus with the contract. I say always. There wasn't on the baling contract I did, so I'm hoping it's going to be spare. So what I'm going to do is the canola harvest, sell it all. Any money I make off the canola harvest, I'm going to buy, I know it sounds ridiculous, I'm going to buy wheat or barley pallets, those feed pallets that I talked about in the previous episode. Or was that on Italia Demo? There might have been Italia Demo I talked about those. If you haven't watched that, that's not going to make any sense to you, is it? If we come out of here and go into this menu, under pallets, we have these available that were popped up a while back. So we've got barley pallet, canola pallet, chaff, maize, oat, potato, soybean, sunflower, wheat, silage and straw. 1,000 for 5,000 litres. So I could get 2 or 3 of those, 3 grand, and I've got 15,000 litres of wheat or barley, at least to get me going until another harvest pops up. So that's my option for that. What have I done with regard to my fields? Well, field, let's go across to that one there. Right, pH. So, field 36 has been limed. Field 40 has been limed. So you can see the pH levels now are looking a lot better on both of those. Nitrogen obviously hasn't been done yet because I haven't put a crop in there. I haven't put a crop in there either. What I've also done though, as you can see here, the nitrogen looks appalling on here. If we go across to our yield map, I have cut all of field 35. That I'm going to be baling for grass bales for the sheep, which we're going to be putting in here. I now also have all the ingredients I need at the farm in the silo for our cows. So potentially in this episode, if I get it all done, we're going to become a bit of a James Herriot. We're going to be all creatures great and small. We're going to get some chickens, we're going to get some cows, and we're going to get some sheep. Only a few of each. But hopefully once the harvest is done on that... Oh, that was the other thing. Oh yeah, that's what I meant to say. The HR46 and I parted ways. It's a sad time. We tried. We even thought about counselling, and we just reached a decision in the end. It just wasn't working, and it was me. It wasn't the HR46. It was just something we couldn't get past, and so we went our own ways. And I got about 212,000 for it. And this cost me 231. This is a standard. I say standard. This is part of the class pack. This was 231,000, and I also got the Taurus Robust, which I said I thought I might do. 30,000 litres. It will do fertilizer. It will do lime, and it will do manure as well. So just for liming, price-wise, capacity, spread width, that for me was a no-brainer. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to grab this. Yeah, I completely forgot all about that. As I turned around and thought, oh, the accident's there. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I really tried. Oh, I can't believe this was just so cool. I was going to go for a Fendt, and I thought, no, let's try something different. The HR46, like I said, it was a great idea in theory, but it had a 3-point link front, 3-point link rear. Well, so does this. Yes, it was articulated, but the problem was anything with any amount of weight, and when you tried to articulate it, it would lift off the ground. So I put a front weight on it, which was okay for a bit. I got the Taurus Robust, and came down to field 41 to do the liming, and it got to the end of every single row and said it had hit an obstacle, and there was an object in the way. So every time I came, I thought, oh, what has it gone into a hedge or a tree or a fence? No, it just started to turn and decided, oh, I can't do this, and stopped every single row. And I thought, if I can't leave that to run with anything, that's going to become really frustrating. So, like I say, we decided to part company. That's been done. Oh, and as you've already seen, I did plough our small field as well. Again, I'm going to remember these field numbers. Yeah, 36. So 36 has now been ploughed as well, so that's good to go. This will need to be cultivated. So the problem I've got now is I need a feed mixer. I need to lease the equipment I'm going to lease now. And I'm going to need a cultivator. And there was a cultivator suggested to me by Michael. It was one that I think it was one of the times I was away on holiday, and it got released by Mantrid. And I've chatted to Mantrid a few times, and when it got released, Mantrid messaged me to say he was gutted that I hadn't done a mod review because he was really hoping I would. Now that's had an update, and so it's a fairly large cultivator. Harrowing, is it? So I might get that. Again, just try something different. I'm going to have to go backwards and forwards for a few different things here and there. So what I'm going to do, I'll see you in a moment. I've got some equipment I'm going to lease, and I've been looking forward to using this a lot since it came out, and it's taken me far longer to get to it than I hoped it would. Once that's done, oh, we need I need a telehandler as well. See, that's what I've said on various different Let's Plays and stuff. I did it on Spectacle as well, and did it on here. It's all well and good selling wood chips, and you get a good price, and you make a ton of money. That money just evaporates when you start buying farm machinery. It just absolutely goes. I'm regretting now giving back the leased telehandler because I was going to use that. We also don't have a bale trailer. Oh. Okay. More wood chipping? I'm just trying to think what I can do. Oh, even if we get down to... Well, yeah, but I need money to buy the animals as well, don't I? Oh, this is a tricky one. Oh, actually, does that take me to the back of the farm? I was thinking, is that a shortcut through to get to the store? Doesn't hurt to have a bit of a search around. I think it's going to bring me into the... Oh no, actually the farm's to the left. Does this bring me into the housing estate somehow? Oh no, it's going to take me round. Oh, I was hoping that was going to be a bit of a shortcut, but... kind of. Like a bit way through. I don't know where I'm going. Oh dear. Kind of. Probably better off going the roadway because now I'm going through someone's farm. Probably shouldn't be really, should I? As you can see, I'm in the class. If you look at the mirrors, there's a lot of yellow behind me. That yellow is this. I've been wanting to use it since it came out. The Quadro pack. I've gone for the New Holland baler. I don't know why, just chose that. I was going to go for a Fendt. I thought, well, I'll put it with the class, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, assuming, of course, it runs on the class. If it doesn't run on the class, I think this has got 200. So either 240 or 295 horsepower, the 870. Might be 295, I think I might be alright. And then I've got the stacker on the back. So this should bale and stack. Now I've gone for the one that's got the built-in windrower. I'm hoping it's wide enough to pick up 2 windrows, but I don't know if it will. No, not that. Is it pipe out? Is it just... oh no, just put it down. I think it might be. It's quite wide. Is it about 14 metres or something? Yeah, it does look pretty wide, doesn't it? So we're going to be baling and stacking bales in 4s. I want to collect them and I want to manually load. When I say manually load, there's a kind of... again, I've shown it before. I'll lower it down. Yes, it will. Oh, that's just absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Oh, I thought we'd be getting more grass than that, but okay, it's all right. Oh, it's going to make short work of this. I don't know how many bales we're going to end up with, but whatever we get, we're going to stick in that little barn over there for the sheep. We're into the third bale already, aren't we? Right, so we'll get a better look at it when we're coming down the other way when the sun's behind us, but that should unload here. We drive forward, close the gate, which is that. We just go again. Oh, it's excellent. I love it. We're making sheep bales. I mean, obviously not sheep bale. You know what I mean? Bales made of sheep. How very peculiar. So because I've done everything else loose. Oh, that's what I meant to say as well. Oh, that was quick. Okay. Close the door. Yeah, I cleared all the straw swath, didn't I, off of field 41, and it didn't say how much we got in the end. We did all right. So our stuff for doing TMR at the moment, we've got just over 200,000 litres of silage, and I'm going to do some more. I think we need more than that. We've got 437,000 litres of hay, because I wanted double the amount of hay that I had to silage. But straw, off of that field 41, just one field, 454,259 litres. So we've got enough there to put in for padding for the total mix ration, which again we don't need, but I tend to pad out a mix, and bedding. So we're good for bedding there as well. So it's good that we've got more straw than the others, because I always forget about bedding. I always think with the TMR, if I do a 1 part straw, 1 part silage, 2 parts hay, but then I always forget the bedding situation that we need bedding. This is, oh man, I love this. This is so good. It works so well. Might have to come back and tidy a couple of bits up, but... So that's better. See, now we're in the light. Go forwards, close that. Away we go again. Actually, I think we are going to need quite a few bales. The only problem I found with this one, which I never used to find with the previous version, that keeps happening. When I first unload it, it seems to be okay. But as you drive away, for some reason, yeah, it's done that with each stack. That's odd. I'll have to check the next one, see if it's something I'm doing in unloading. Am I making a mistake somewhere? Am I causing it? It's got a nice tight turning circle, and the class is having absolutely zero problems pulling it. Help prayers completed their task. I would be surprised if they have, but I'm just going to whiz over and have a look, then we'll carry on with this. I know nothing seems to happen then, but I have been over. They harvested. They've done the contract on field 30. Our local workers have done the contract. So what I need to do now is kind of turn that without hitting the fence. Just, and don't hit the bales. Don't hit the bales. Don't hit the bales. Okay, that was close. That's what goes down to county stores. And when that gets down to county stores, like I say, I'm going to sell all of it. I'm not going to keep any of the canola for any reason. And anything over and above, I say anything over and above, we don't need that much wheat to start off with, or barley. for the chickens, but we are going to need some. Right, let's check this out then. Switch to that. So unload. At the moment it's looking fine. Drop it down. So I drive forward. That's weird. Close the gate. So why do the other ones do that then? And that one's absolutely fine. I know, farm dog. It's outrageous. It's outrageous behaviour. Well, I've got more of this to do. Quite a lot more of this to do. Or shall we go into those corners? That's going to be a little bit trickier. Have we got that many already? This is crazy. County stores, I believe, is round the back. Let me just check the map. Where is it flashing? I think it's flashing there. Don't think I can get to it through. Actually, you know what? While we're down here, we do need some fuel. Looking at that, how much have we got? Not a lot. Come back in there. Depends if we've got any traffic coming up behind me. Of course we have. Oh, it's always traffic. Doesn't matter where we are. Actually, you know what? We might be able to swing around. Oh, actually, we could have driven in. Look, there's a gap. For some reason, I thought there was a fence there. Okay, well, we'll try and swing it in. The contract's worth about 10 grand. I didn't borrow any equipment because we use our own harvester. Oh, that's all right. Look at that. Superb. Do that. Turn that back off. Turn those. At some point it will say contract complete. There we go. And the rest is all money in the bank. So we made an extra 19 grand. So if I can buy 5,000 litres for £1,000, 19 grand, that's quite a lot of wheat or barley. So what we'll do is we'll go onto here, we'll go to contract complete. Thank you very much. We'll collect on that. So there's a whole range of stuff here, but there was corn. That one was for potatoes. There was nothing for wheat or barley. That one was for barley, but field 47, which was the one I showed you in the last episode. That tiny little field. I don't think we would have got very much off of that to feed chickens. So this was kind of the best option. You know, while we're here, and that was what I said I was going to do. Let's go onto our pallets. It doesn't really matter, wheat or barley. They'll have either. So let's buy 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've just bought 20,000 litres of barley for £4,000 of the 29 grand we just made. So that's, yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to need to get back to carrying on with my baling. I need to look at a mixer wagon for doing the top mix ration and leasing. Oh, a bale trailer. Oh, that's what I was going to show you, wasn't I? That might not be till the next episode. I'm just trying to think if I get the chickens sorted, and I still need something like a telehandler. I need something to be able to load stacks of 4 bales and the pallets up at the store. Let's give it some thought. It's left here, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Yep. all the baling is done. What I'm doing, because this back section, the stacker, is technically it's an auto-load trailer really, when you think about it, it just auto-loads off the back of the thing. Any of the stacks that have got that weird step in them, and there are a few, please tell me there's not a stack over there with 3, how is there a, no, it's got to be just the perspective I'm looking at it from. So yeah, I'm just going to go around I'm tidying a few up. I'm not quite sure why it did it. It did it on a few, but not all of them. And weirdly, more of the stacks up this end did it than anywhere else. Like I say, I'm not quite sure why. It's very peculiar. That one's alright. That one looks alright. How is there a bale missing? What is that? I don't understand. They're 4 bale stacks. Yeah, we have an invisible bale there. Okay, I'll deal with that one in just a second. That one looks okay. I'm just thinking more for loading up if I do decide to get a telehandler or whatever I'm going to use. So yeah, you can just come alongside and, you know, I mean technically you could bale a field normally if you've got a normal baler, but if you want them in stacks of 4, there's the Arcusin 4 stack which does 3. Or this, so you could just get this, go around and put them into neater stacks if you want to have a go at manual loading. That way you're not picking up one bale at a time, you can do them in stacks of 4. I've always found that a lot easier. I'm going to do that stack over there and see if it's just some weird... Okay, there's a bale there. What kind of witchcraft is this? What is happening? Have we got a field on top of some old druid settlement or something? That's really very peculiar. Okay, so what I'll do is we'll unload that then. I think this will be the last stack. That should be all of them neatened up. How many bales did we actually end up with? That's a good question. Thank you for asking. We've got 99 bales. How have we got 99 bales when we've got stacks of 4? Shouldn't it be an even number? Just, at this point, I don't know. I'm so baffled. What's going on? Anyway, right, I've taken the Land Rover and my smaller trailer up to the store because what I'm going to do, hopefully, if it will allow me to load from the pallet straight into the trailer, I'm going to do it like that rather than get a forklift or something to do that. I'll unload straight into the trailer, then bring the trailer back so we can get the chickens sorted out. I'm going to have to go off and check the catalogue and see what we've got available for mixer wagons. I want to go as large as I can really. There is an obvious one that I use or have used in the past. I think I used it on 6 Ashes, and it's the 45,000 litre one. It's a modded, I can't remember who it's by. All the mods I put if it's a mod and not an in-game DLC or something like that, I put the details in the description. So if you're interested in whatever it is I happen to be using at the time. So this worked out brilliantly. I'm so happy I got to use it, and I do, like I say, I do prefer it when I can then just come out, especially using something like the V-Grab. And again, if you're new to my channel, or you know, you might have watched it and wondered where I got it from or whatever, if I go to baling technology, these here, the V-Grab and these two, I think they were part of the straw add-on. Were they the add-on? I'm sure they were straw add-on DLC. But that one, the V-Grab, I use it all the time now. It's such a useful bit of kit. You can have the tines up or down, and for loading and unloading, the grab holds well. It's a really brilliant bit of kit. I'm thinking I'm going to lease an auto-load trailer, but again, not auto-loading exactly, but that I think is going to be the next episode, because I really do want to get these animals sorted out. So I'll take all this back. I need to sort out a livestock trailer because I'm going to need to grab cows. Now the cow situation, that's why we've got an extra bale. we've got one in here, but that's not a full bale though, is it? Pretty sure it's not. Ah, there is a full bale. That explains. I'm thinking, I don't understand. How have we got an extra bale somewhere? Yeah, we need to get a livestock wagon. If we go over to the livestock market, we can technically get our first cows for free, because the livestock market has been holding some. If we wanted to, I don't know if that's it's a bit naughty, isn't it, really? So, I will see you momentarily coming back. Hopefully, maybe I'll show you a little bit of me just so you can see me loading up the Land Rover, and then well, not the Land Rover, the trailer, not the Land Rover. Sorry, I realise I'm waffling. Up at the store then, and this is how it looks. I have bought myself a self-propelled one. I looked at getting, there was all different ones. I looked at getting the Sadie by Mantrid, but that's more of a clean-up vehicle. You can use it for all sorts of stuff, but it's not actually a mixer. At least I couldn't find the mixer option on it. I've leased a livestock trailer that will take 6 cows, I think, at a time. So we'll whiz down and we can get the cows. That one is the Silo King. Actually, it's got me a bit puzzled, this one. It's the Silo King Prestige 22 metres cubed. 22 metres cubed is 22,000 litres, but it's a 32,000 litre. I'm not knocking it. 32,000 litre, that's not a bad size at all. If I do my ratios, I can split that down into 8,000 litre chunks. So if I do it, as I normally do, into quarters, 1 part silage, 8,000 litres, 1 part straw, 8,000 litres, 2 parts hay, 8,000 each, 16. So that will go in there really nicely, and it means I don't have to have a tractor. Plus, I should be able to clean up the feed area with it just by picking up silage, so I can use it as a sort of feed area cleaner-upper at the same time. But what I am going to do, we'll get all that over in a moment. Say in a moment. We'll get the cows collected. We'll make a batch of total mixed ration. The bale situation is peculiar, and because, let's just put across here a little bit more. Let's load those up. Now, I've just suddenly thought the more I put in this, the lower the suspension is going to sag, I think. So we may have a bit of an issue with the Land Rover getting it back. But again, I'm sure we'll be okay, and we'll get our chickens going as well. So chickens and cows today. Next episode we'll sort out sheep, and then the pigs. Yes, but I'm going to need some more money, so I'm going to have to either do some contract work. I need to get crops in the fields that I've just harvested. And to be fair, if I do something like soybean, maybe, just thinking of a crop that's going to pay out really well. I mean, the carrots, I think, I've got all those onions to sell as well, to be honest with you. I've got 150,000 litres, or just under 150,000 litres of onions in the... yeah, that's really pulling down, isn't it? If that sags too much, I think I'm going to have to get a tractor over, because once those wheels get a little bit too light, I'm not going to be able to steer, am I? Oh dear. Well, it's all going in. Like I say, just whether or not, I don't think are we even on the ground now? Yeah, just about. So, cows. While that's loading, going to go and get some cows. That Prestige is supplied by ARM team. Oh, and the barley I bought. Was it barley? Yeah. The farm supply pack, that's supplied by a local merchant, the Lort. So if you're looking to get some cheap stuff, whether it's for feeding your animals or whatever you want to be doing with it, I mean, it's an amazing price. There's all sorts of possibilities that come with all of that, as you can imagine. So as far as the cows go, this could be... I mean, it's a bit dicey. I think the first load we'll take from the pen, just to, you know, I did talk about it before and I said it can be done, and I'm assuming it can be done because it comes up with the actual the message. And then the second load we'll buy from the livestock market, I think, yeah. Campground is ticking over. I think I'm going to have to come along at some point. I'll bring the Land Rover over, maybe trade up, probably I need to, because there's some refuse collection that I need to do. There's a few rubbish bags and stuff that are in the little bin area that are going to need to be removed and sorted out. Very happy with how that all turned out. So, oh, that was close. Yeah, I'm planting, thinking soybean. That small field, I'm really not too sure what to do with that. Because putting a regular crop in it is too small to really yield a huge amount. Things like, I suppose things like potatoes, I suppose I could stick potatoes in it, couldn't I? Things like potatoes and sugar beet in a small field yield really highly. Maybe I'll stick potatoes in it. Now, what should happen, and I don't know if it's going to, is right here. Do I have to be on the steps? I don't know if it's going to work, whether I'm close enough or... I'm not sure. Or whether it will do directly to the farm or... Let's raise up a bit. Just trying to get this angle right. I had a fiddle around. I couldn't get it to work. I'm really sorry. The person that messaged me, I can't remember, there was like a set of instructions. They said where to sort of line your trailer up, and I can't remember. My Discord server is pinging like mad today. I have to turn the volume down. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and buy some. I mean, I know if they bite the bullet, it's a bit naughty when it's just taking them from here, but they are here and available, like I say, by doing that. But I couldn't work out. There was something to do with lining up by a gate, and I tried this gate, I tried all over the place. So, let's just buy some. The question is, what haven't I done? I haven't done just brown. I think I've done a lot of Holsteins. I did Angus on... What did I do Angus on? Mine's gone blank. Brown and whites I could do... Should we do brown and whites? Not that it really matters massively. I think it's 6, isn't it, that will take, yeah. So we do 6 at a time. I think I'm probably going to do maybe 12 to start us off with. I left the cover open so they can breathe. There's holes in there so they can breathe anyway, but... Oh dear. Oh yeah, before I forget, on the way back over... Oh, this guy coming, quick, quick, quick. The single merch link is working. We've got it to work. We are still having a few difficulties adding more products, but if you're interested in picking up some Mr. P merch, as it stands at the moment, there are t-shirts and hoodies available. But we are working on adding some more stuff. But the single link works. It's in the description. There should be a thing there. You should be able to cut and paste it into your, you know, your thingamajiggy. And yeah, so if you're interested in picking up a bit of merch, thank you to everyone that's bought t-shirts and hoodies so far. I've been blown away. Loads of people have bought stuff. It's fantastic. It blows my mind to think there'll be people out there wearing stuff with my logo on. That's crazy. But anyway, yeah, cool stuff. Another thing that made me chuckle a little bit, as I was writing out on the description for this video, I said about livestock. I was going to call the episode James Herriot. It's called All Creatures Great and Small, but I think I'm not going to get the sheep done until the next episode. We're going to get the chickens and cows done. Bales I'm going to pick up. I think we'll do sheep next episode. We'll get all those bales collected, taken over. We'll get the sheep, we'll get them fed, and that'll be kind of that one. And because I'm doing sheep bales, I thought we'd call it sheep bales, which sounds a bit peculiar. But I think I put in the description about buying livestock, and I put Moo, Cluck and Baa. This sounds like a very weird group of solicitors, doesn't it? Moo, Cluck and Baa. I honestly... I'm stressed. I'm stressed today. This has been recorded in a few little stints, but I'm a bit stressed, and I'll tell you why I'm a bit stressed. CLEG's off to her first day at uni today. Now, unlike a lot of kids, and I know for a lot of parents who their kids are going off to uni, and they're staying there on campus or near campus or in digs or whatever, CLEG's commuting. We live on the outskirts of London. She's commuting into London to go to uni, and she'll be commuting on the days she's got courses and stuff, which is great. But I'm just very kind of nervous. It's a big thing, you know, for us as a family. I've kind of talked about it before, but she's the first of mine that have gone to uni. The others, none of them wanted to. They've all done other things, you know, whether it be apprenticeships or, you know, gone straight into the field they wanted to. Kind of ironic. Gone into the field they wanted to. Yep, you're welcome. So, yeah, I don't know. It's felt very strange when she went off this morning. My youngest one, all grown up. So yeah. So I'm a little bit kind of, until I know she's kind of there and safe and all right, and or she messages to say that lectures are over, or whatever she's doing today. I think it's an orientation day today and stuff, and then, you know, I don't know. Just being a protective dad, you know it is. So I'm going to go grab 6 more. You probably already saw I've brought the mixer over. That's already there, and so is the 20,000 The Land Rover couldn't pull it. The front wheels came off the ground. I thought that was going to happen, so I took the Fent over and brought that back. So once I bring this next load of 6 back, we'll get the chickens in, we'll get them fed. They don't need any water. I'll make up a batch of total mix ration. It should be pretty straightforward actually, because for me now with that mixer, because it's 32,000 litres, I don't know if I've already mentioned this, because the batch I do, it will be nice 8,000 litre chunks. I think I did mention it already, didn't I? So yeah, marvellous stuff, marvellous stuff. I'm a nightmare for this. On my Discord server, they've got a little section for Mr. Silly Pete isms, and there's all the little silly things I say and daft bits and bobs here and there. And one that popped up was, you know, me saying I can't remember, or I've forgotten, or, you know, I'm terrible for it. I've been talking a lot, or thinking a lot, and I can't remember who I've spoken to, because like I say, there's YouTube comments, and then there's Twitter direct messages, and then there's my Discord server, and then there's actual real people that I talk to about things. And I know that everyone on there is an actual real person, but you mean like in real life, a person in front of me. And I've been running some ideas past Mr. Dalek JD, and about FS22 and its release and what I'm going to do. And I've got some ideas, and I want to run it past people and see what they think. 6. Yep. And it's to do with, I said about streaming more. So I'm going to have probably at least 1 day a week I'm going to stream. That's the plan. I'm going to be changing a few things around the household, just putting up signs everywhere telling everyone to be quiet. I think it's probably the best way of doing it. I'm also thinking, because of the new multiplayer thing, and again, I can't remember if I've said this, whether I've said it on here or whether I said it on Italian demo, or whether I've just said it in my head and not said it out loud. About, because console servers will be a thing from Notrado, when that goes live, I'm going to get a console server. And I'm thinking of 1 day a week, 1 evening a week, whatever, doing a multiplayer server, like a multiplayer day, evening, you know. So yeah, there'll be streams, there'll be multiplayer games. But I'm also thinking of having YouTube channel memberships. So there'll be some kind of exclusive stuff. You know, on the Discord server, I want to have, if you're a Discord member or you're a channel member, when I set it all up and we have channel memberships, I haven't done it up until now because I felt a little bit, I'm not kind of offering anything over and above my videos and stuff. But talking to Mr. Dalek JD and a few other people, and they were saying, look, you know, if you're going to be doing multiplayer days, you can have that, like one of the days is for channel members. So you put the link out or the password to the server for that day, and anyone who's a channel member can join the game. You could do one where it's people on your Discord server, so you can have Discord members can join your game, or, you know, it's kind of up to me how I want to go about it. So yeah, that's what we're kind of moving forward. I've got a few ideas of a few new things I want to do for the channel and on the channel, with FS22. Now, why haven't I done it up till now? I'll be totally honest with you. I know this is going to sound really cheesy and a bit weird, but I'm incredibly nervous about it. It's a big thing. I know people do it day in, day out, and it's bread and butter of their channels, streaming regularly and all that kind of thing. For me, it's not. It's something I've done every now and again, and I'm not as au fait with it as I probably should be or could be. But also the multiplayer thing, it's not something I've done very often. I've done it a few times, and I've mentioned this way back. I kind of got burnt a couple of times doing it, and it made me very wary, you know. So I kind of avoided it. But it's where I want my channel to go. I want to do more stuff. I want to be more interactive. Oh, that was the thing I was going to do. I was thinking about having on my Discord server, having an evening or maybe a couple of evenings a week, which are just chat evenings, where I'll come on the Discord server, and it'll just be an evening just to chat with people. Because again, it's not something I do. Let's go with 3 roosters. I don't know how many chickens this holds actually. Should I go white or I'll go brown? No, I've got brown cows. Let's go white. Not that it really matters. I can get loads here because they're not going to cost me a huge amount of money. I should have enough feed for them. Let's get some eggs on the go. Let's stop about there, see what that comes in at. So let's check our livestock. They're the main ones up at the thing. These are our 12, 127 and 3 roosters, so that's 130. Let's go with, let's stick some brown ones in as well. So 170. Yeah, that should be alright, shouldn't it? That will get started off anyway. Whoa, look, they're everywhere. Oh, we're going to have that usual thing, aren't we? Yes, I'm going to, at some point, when I'm coming in out the yard, I'm going to drive over chickens. There's absolutely no way I can avoid them. That's why we bought some hardy varieties that can survive being driven over by tractors. Robo chicken. That's how I call it. Ooh, okay, right, so we'll put this into the silo. Now we'll grab the mixer. Let's get some top mix ration made. Now, the only thing, I think I might do it by trailer. If I do straw, if I put straw into a mixer wagon, it will turn it into pellets immediately. And if I put pellets in there, I think it will give me that situation where it won't need any more. You know, it does that thing where it kind of maxes out on pellets for some reason. I know for some people that's great, then it means you haven't got to worry about doing bedding ever again. But I think I'm going to do it loose. I should have just put some in then, shouldn't I? It's like going round and round, a roundabout. What am I doing? I just went under the... I've lost it. Lost it today. Right, let's try that again, shall we? I've got plenty of straw, so... I don't know how much I'm going to need for bedding. I'll stick a full 20,000 litres in, and then we'll back up into there and work out where the bedding's got to go. If I need more, I need more. And we can always replenish any of this stuff when we need to. I think it's over to the left in that box, isn't it? Well, yeah. Now it feels like a proper farm. We've got more, you know, it feels more alive, I think. We've been doing farm work, we've been doing crops, we've been doing harvesting, we've been doing grass work, you know. Having started off with just the biogas plant, brilliant stuff, that's that in. But I think, you know, now we've got some livestock and things have changed a bit around the yard here with the silo being put in and stuff. It feels a bit more alive, and I like that. And we've got more gear. I do definitely need to make more stuff though. Yeah, trying to work out the best way of doing that. Just now thinking as well about time-wise, I don't want to overrun. I'm not even going to bother saying anymore. This may be a short episode, or you know, as it's been of late, I've been so into, well, both the maps, this one and Italia demo. I get to editing, and I've got like 80, 90 minutes worth of footage that I've recorded. I've got so kind of into what I'm doing, and then suddenly thought, oh, okay, I've got to edit all that down. So I know on a couple of the Italian demos that I did, it seemed to kind of jump around a little bit, which I don't like when I'm editing. I try to have a better flow with it. Right, so let's see if we can't get this right first time. Lights? No, not very bright, are they? So we want straw 8,000 litres. Close enough. Then I want silage 8,000 litres. Just over. And the rest should be hay, and we should get a light total mix ration mix as soon as it hits. Please hit total mix ration. Please, 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 please. There we go. Total mix ration, 32,000 litres. Job done. Easy peasy. Am I on tip side, left or right? I don't know. Tip side, left. I want it on tip side, right. And then we'll whiz over and we'll get the water situation sorted. Let's do that. Now, obviously, for the cows we've got, I don't know, 32,000 litres might go a fair way. I think we're going to need to maybe do a second load. But like I say, having the silo right there and being able to mix it up loose like that. I mean, even if I was doing it in bales, it doesn't take long. You know, what I've done on a lot of maps and a lot of farms is just spent, you know, half an hour, 40 minutes making a load of batches up, and then it's done. Actually, we're not going to be far off, are we? Oh, get in. This is brilliant. Very happy. I need to make sure I close the gates when I'm done, so I can just back straight out, straight back up. Let's go again. So 16 of that. I will do some more hay as well at some point. Then we want to go up to 24. So we've got total mix ration already by just doing. Hang on, is that right? Yeah, of course it is. 24 then to 32. Just mixing silage and hay, you can get your total mix ration. You don't need straw. And I've often said about it, and people are like, well, you know, it's a waste of time, you don't need to. I do it because making silage can be labour intensive, can be time consuming, unless you do bales. It depends if you're running seasons or not. And doing hay is the same thing. You've got to cut the grass, you've then got to ted the grass, and and if you're running seasons, you've got to dry it out and that kind of thing. Straw is a byproduct you get. You're cutting, wheat, barley or oats, and straw, if you enable straw swath, it's there. All you've got to do is pick it up or bale it. So it's not labour intensive, it's a byproduct of something else. So I have always just kind of thought, well, if I'm padding out my mixes with straw, I can make my other things, my silage and my hay, go much further, and I can get more total mix ration, more sort of bang for your buck. You don't have to, like I say, you don't have to put straw in it, and a lot of people don't. And there are some mixers, because that's the ratio generally I go with, but there are some mixers, and a lot of the static mixers that came out, where the ratios were different, and you have to be a bit more careful about getting the mixes right. But the good thing about this is, with the silo we've got two, is as soon as this is full, anything extra that's left over, it's taking longer than I thought it was going, I can put it back in the silo, so I can have total mix ration. So what I could do, like I say, if I wanted to, I can just make it on the fly, so I can have ad hoc TMR when I need it, or I could just spend half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour doing what I'm doing here, making 32,000 litres at a time, coming here to the silo, emptying it into the silo. Why did that not work? There we go. Emptying it into the silo, and then I can just store the total mix ration. So then whenever I need it, I don't have to use a mixer wagon. I can use a trailer, just come and grab total mix ration, feed them. So you know, there's all different ways around it. You know, like I said, with most of the jobs on all the farms, with all the stuff you can do, and I'm looking forward to FS22. There is going to be so much to do, so many options, so many different ways of doing things. It's going to be absolutely bonkers. I mean, like properly crazy stuff, which is fantastic and exciting and amazing, and I can't wait. And I really am buzzing about it coming out. I know not everybody is, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. Not everyone's going to be as excited, you know, but I think it's brilliant. And I can just pop that there, out the way. Jobbity jobbed. Right, let's go and grab the water, which I've left over by the greenhouses, and I can get some water in for the cows, and we're done as far as getting our chickens and our cows. Next episode, we're going to get those grass bales collected. We're going to get our sheep into our sheep pen. And then I want to look at, well, yeah, like I say, I need to get some crops in the ground because we need to get some more money coming in. I could go and do some more logging, some more wood chipping. Of course I could, because that's what I've been doing. And, you know, it's a quick and easy way of making money. And if I want to do it quick and easy, and I want to, you know, which I absolutely could do. You know, starting off, I was very aware I had very little gear. And I need to do something about that. 6,000 litres isn't going to be enough. I might go and grab some more. But moving forward, I kind of want to become a little bit more self-sufficient. Is that the best way of putting it? Sorry for the sudden stop there. I'm a coughing fit. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put the 6,000 litres in there. I'm just, like I say, I'm very conscious of time. I don't want to run over by too much. Awesome cows in the field. So we've got Moo and Cluck. We haven't got the bar bit yet. Now, where does the water go? Milk's on the outside. Is there a trough in the field? Ah, it's over there. Can I access that? This is going to be difficult. So I said this before. If you come through the barn here, we'll see if a trigger comes up in there. I don't think it's going to. This is incredibly low here. See how low that is? I was quite surprised about how low that was. Now I don't know whether or not, because the pond's the other side, isn't it? I don't think I can access the water trough. It has to be done from in here. So yeah, it might mean using a small... I mean, actually, to be fair, I got in here with this. So. It's not the end of the world. So what all I'll do, it's so frustrating because the water is just there. I've got to go all the way around to get to it. But that is it for this episode, for today's episode. Let me know what you think about all the stuff I've been talking about, the various different things moving forward. You know, the options we've got. Would people be interested in a multiplayer server? You know, would people be interested in me streaming more? I think, you know, people have said about it before, why don't I stream more? And obviously the merch thing moving forward. But if you are interested in a t-shirt or a hoodie, check out the link below. I know I'm a bit of a... seems like a bit of a shill, you know, but everyone's doing it. It's not like I'm doing anything that people aren't doing, and I will get some more on there as soon as I possibly can. If you have enjoyed the episode, or indeed the entire series, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.